to, you know, try it out, see what fits in it and how I was liking it before I put it on my channel for y'all to see. But before I get into it, definitely subscribe and then follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well. But before I do the what's in my purse and bag review, I'm just gonna give you an overview of what the Dior saddle bag looks like. So I got it in the black grained, I think it's grained calfskin, because they have it in this like smooth leather, and I have a smooth leather that's like YSL and it gets scratched up so easily, so I definitely prefer something with a bit of texture. It's a little bit more durable, but this is what it looks like up close. It has this little magnet thing that kind of just like shuts, but here's the side. I love the Christian Dior little hardware, and the D at the bottom is super cute. And then this is what the back of the bag looks like. It has this external pocket, and it's like a pretty decent sized pocket. Honestly, I don't have anything in there, but I could probably put like a chapstick or like some cash for like tipping and stuff. So that's what it looks like. And then here's it from the front, and this is what it looks like when I'm carrying it on my shoulder. I used this bag for New Year's Eve when I went out because I was wearing like a little black dress. So I definitely think it's the perfect going out bag size. And honestly, like, I'm super glad that a Replica company offered to send me this, because I wouldn't want to spend, I think it's $3,000 for the actual like Dior one, because it's a very like trendy bag. I would say this bag, it's not like a classic shape that's gonna be in style forever. I would say the Dior saddle, like, it was in style in I think like the 90s or something, and then it was like not in style anymore, and it's making a reappearance. But this isn't something that I would be like, oh yeah, like let me invest in that, because it's not, you know, it's not like a Chanel, it's not YSL, it's not a Louis Vuitton. It's very much like something that's in style for now, and then I feel like it'll go out of style and then come back. So it's definitely nice to have the option to spend way less money on it than, you know, like $3 grand, because that's just kind of a big commitment for a purse. So anyway, now that I've given y'all an overview, I'm just gonna show you the box that it came in. So they sent me this around Christmas time. I had it underneath my tree, and it's just so pretty. The packaging is honestly A1, and then in the bag, or in the box, we have this dust bag. It says Dior, and then some like authenticity cards and stuff. It even has like this little thing that looks kind of like a credit card. But I was very impressed. It was like wrapped up. It had some stuffing inside so that it wouldn't lose its shape. And then all of the hardware had like a little bit of plastic on it. There's like still some tiny plastic pieces, but I just need to go ahead and like remove them later. Like if you can see that. They really did a good job at wrapping the hardware so that it wouldn't have any scratches on it. But that is it for like the unboxing portion, and now I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all what I like to keep in here, because this is definitely my designated going out purse, I would say, just because, you know, like since it is a replica, I'm not scared of, you know, spilling stuff on it, or like if it gets a little scratched, because I did have like, I used my YSL Lulu as my going out bag, and that one, like my parents got me that for Christmas, like they paid for that, and every time like it gets scratched, it's just like honestly annoying and like sad, because the bag was almost $3,000. So I would say if you're looking for a going out purse, like definitely a Replica would be the way to go, and specifically like this company. So just keep that in mind. But usually I'll obviously like have my phone in there. This is the iPhone, I think 14 Pro Max, and it does fit in there perfectly. So this is basically what it's always containing. So I'll just go ahead and show you my going out essentials. But when you open it up, let me take out the phone, and then I have my going out lip combo in here. So that would be my Lolita liquid lipstick, and then the Dior Lip Glow Oil in the shade Mahogany. This is like a really nice lip combination. It stays on forever because it's a liquid lipstick. And then I always have hand sanitizer. This one's just from Bath & Body Works. It's like strawberry scented. I have some migraine medicine. Can't leave the house without that. I've never really had to use it while I've been out, but it's just like nice to have it with me. And then I have like a different migraine medicine that's like milder, so we have that. Hand cream. Hand cream is super important to me because I just like to feel hydrated and moisturized. I always have my Louis Vuitton key pouch in there. So this is basically just my wallet. I don't really have the need for like a wallet because I don't carry cash. I just have like my keys attached and then like my driver's license and my cards and stuff. Oh my god, I have a slip satin scrunchie. I get these on Amazon. You get 6 for like 40 bucks, which is a bit astounding, but let me tell you, these are the best scrunchies that you'll ever have. And then I think, yeah, that's like it. But we have a tiny little pocket back here, and I just have one tiny little like headache medicine in there just because, you know, I always like to make sure I have everything I might possibly need. So overall, I would say, yeah, it's like the perfect size for a going out bag because it has enough space to fit everything, but it's not like bulky. So really nice. And then this is what it looks like all empty. I think it's kind of interesting how it has like, it's the saddle shape, like, you know, like a horse saddle, but then it has these kind of two, like, I don't know what you would call that, but there's like 2 sides for it. And then this is what the interior looks like. I think it's suede probably. Yeah, it's like a suede interior. And then I'm just a really big fan of the grained calfskin because this can go out and like kind of get tossed around and still look brand new in my opinion. But you know, nice detailing on the hardware. Everything looks super crisp, and I like the little magnetic closure just so that it has something to keep this top flap down. But yeah, that is it. So there's my little chapstick that I put in there. But overall, I would say this bag for me gets like a 10 out of 10. The seller also gets a 10 out of 10. Super good at communicating. They shipped it super quickly and it came in perfect condition. So honestly, I cannot complain. But I just want to say thank you so much to them for the little Christmas present. Very much appreciated, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. So, you know, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But that is all for today, so I will see y'all next time.
Just got a neon tinge to it. Even online, the pictures that I've seen online, they still look very base yellow, but they're very neon. Horrible. So yeah, just wanted to talk about briefly because a lot of you will probably follow the page, and I want the page to be as informative as possible. And if you don't know about luxury bags, Hermes really do keep you on the hush. I don't know why. And they have price increases over the years. So if you're gonna buy a bag like this, there is a lot of like price ranges, and it does depend on a lot of different things. So this is the Celia leather, and there is an Epsom leather, and I'd say the leathers are similar. There's a lot more other leathers, but I'll get into that in a second. So these leathers, I would always recommend because they keep their shape. Now, I'll insert a picture. The other Hermes leather, you will get over time, it will wear and it will go slouchy. So if you've seen a slouchy Birkin, no, it is not fake. It's just a different type of leather. When you're going to pay so much for a bag, I always just assume that you would want it to last the best. And slouchiness for me is just like a sign of wear. But some people like that. Some people like that old look, the Jane Birkin vibe, like the bag has just been through the war. And if that's what you prefer, that's what you prefer. But I'd always recommend to all of our customers, all of my clients, get a bag that is going to hold its shape. It looks newer, and to me it's just sturdy. So the Epsom leather or the Celia leather would always recommend. I believe it's the Togo leather that has the slouch to it. So if you're looking for a bag to keep its shape, then definitely look into getting them two leathers out of all of them. And yes, sorry, back to what I was saying, I'm just sidetracking. Getting a bag from Hermes, you don't really know the prices, so it does also depend on the leather, and it does depend on the color, and it does also, yeah, the leather, so that's including, I can't get my words out, that is excluding exotic. So if you're looking at anything like crocodile, ostrich, the Himalaya, which is just ridiculously priced, but still anything like that can range so far up the price list. It could go on forever. But a bag like this, as I said, around the 8,000 9,000 mark. And I can probably put this in here like this, and my card holder. And it does fit in here, as you can see. It fits nicely. And I can probably fit some lipstick or, I don't know, a hair tie. I think I have room to fit other stuff in here. Let's see what else I can fit. So I'm going to see if I can fit my YSL mirror in here. And my little lip gloss. And my Tarte lip paint, and my lip balm. Look how nicely it fits in here. I'm gonna close it. You guys, this is perfect to wear as a clutch. Look at this. Oh my god. I love this. I do want to get a felt insert. I just don't want to damage the beautiful interior. Like, I want to get that to protect this. So yeah, I feel like this can fit even more. Like, I could probably fit a couple of more things in here, but yeah. What do you guys think? I love it. If you guys have this, please let me.
So this is how it looks. I love this so much, you guys. It just makes the bag look so much more dressier. I love how it makes the bag pop even more because the chain is very big and bold. So I really like that. I think that I'm going to continue wearing it like this from now on. It's almost like I got a new bag. It just changes the look of the bag so much. The next chain is the 16 millimeters jumbo chain in the 16-inch. So this one looks just like the first one, but it's a little longer. Petite Mouse Supple. So let me just put it on. And the reason why I wanted this is because, as you guys may or may not know, the original chain that comes with this, it's like the Félicie Pochette. It's really thin, it's really small. So I wanted this chain for this bag so that it will be a little bit bigger and a little bit chunkier. And like I said, I like how I could use this with this one, or I could change it up. I wanted something that was going to complement this bag's silhouette, and I feel like this chunky chain does just that. Last but not least, this is the 16 millimeter jumbo chain, and it is the 24-inch. And just like the other chain, it's exactly the same, but it's just in the longer measurement. The reason why I bought this one is because I wanted to pair it with my Toiletry 26, but Unfortunately, the insert that I bought for it that comes with the little D-rings, it has not arrived yet, so I won't be able to show you guys how it looks. I got this chain so I could wear this as a shoulder bag, but the insert has not arrived yet, so I can't show you guys, but this is roughly how it would look if I was to attach it to the D-rings and wear it as a shoulder bag. I'm so excited. I cannot wait for the insert to get here. So